Ahead of today's test match at the Optus Stadium in Perth, Australia had played 4 tests and had scored a hefty first innings score in each of the four, managing to win all of them. So when India were bowled out for 150 after the end of the first innings today, we were thinking that this is the start of a heavy defeat for India, and that's not the best note to start a Gavaskar trophy where India needs a 4-0 win to even have a chance of qualifying for the WTC final. India were on the back foot well ahead of the series with quite a few injury concerns and Rohit being unavailable due to personal commitments. So Rahul opened with Jaiswal with Devdutt Padikkal slotting at number 3. KL Rahul looked the most assured of the batters from India today. He really played well within the body, left balls outside off stump, punished those over pitch deliveries. Although the outfield was not really quick, which meant there weren't a lot of boundaries scored. But he was there, he was playing along, played almost 60-70 balls before a contentious dismissal brought about his end. So the actual law or the general practice in cricket is that if the third umpire doesn't have a conclusive angle or evidence to suggest that the on-field umpire's decision is wrong, they generally go with the on-field umpire. But in this case, the Rahul's bat seemed to hit the pad at the exact same time that there's an edge in the sneako, prompting us to believe that it might have been bat pad that had caused the sneako edge and not the ball touching the bat. And there was no offside angle for the third umpire to completely confirm that. So that was a slightly contentious dismissal in the first innings. Looking at India's other batters, Virat Kohli tried to come down the ground and try to ride the bounce in most deliveries, but one delivery suddenly shot up and he managed to shoulder one to the first slip fielder. Performances of note in the batting innings are probably Rishabh Pant and debutant Nitish Kumar Reddy. Pant was, we all know how Pant bats. He took his time to get going, but once he saw that the wickets at the other end were falling rapidly, he started taking those risks, coming down the ground, lifting the ball back over the bowler's head. Nitish looked very composed in his stay at the crease, scored 41 before being dismissed, looking to up the ante with only the tail left to bat. So when India got out at 150, it looked like below par score. Something around 250, 300 was at least counted as a fighting total, considering that Australia has been scoring 400 in this venue over the last 4 games. But the plate shifted when Australia came into bat in the second innings. Jasprit Bumrah, captaining the Indian side, with new ball in hand, managed to get Aussie opener, another debutant, Nathan McSweeney, out for 10. And when Marnus Labuschagne came and edged one to Virat Kohli, who dropped the regulation catch, it seemed like something we have seen all these tours in Australia, where that one dropped catch and the batter goes on to score the runs and takes Australia into a hefty lead. But this time, even though Labuschagne stayed there, played 52 balls, grinded it out, but he could only score 2 runs before being dismissed at the end. All thanks to Jasprit Bumrah, the captain. 4 wickets for him in this innings, including removing probably the opposition's most dangerous batsman, Steve Smith, for a first ball duck. And Australian reducing Australia to 67 for 7 at the end of the day, trailing by a good 90 odd runs. They have Alex Carey and Mitchell Starc at the crease. We all have seen Alex Carey play before. He is capable of upping the ante with the tail batting around him. So can't really say India is not in a commanding position, good position for now, but they'll be counting on early wickets tomorrow to round out the tail and get that hefty lead. Lead of around 50 or 60 would really do them good favor, considering that they'll have to bat the next and they haven't really been batting well. So considering that, wickets of Starc and Carey will be important early on day 2. And if India manage to do that with a sizable lead, and if they bat well in the second innings, this could be a series, could be starting on a positive note with probably a win at Perth for the first time since 2008.